Hi friends, welcome to my vlog. In this video too I am taking you through a unique geography created by nature, divided by borders, and once the playground of one of the most notorious bandits of recent times, Veerappan. So, sit back and enjoy the scenic drive through the national park, undisturbed by any animal or bird encounters. We are just leaving the gates of Mudumalai National Park, which is in Tamil Nadu, and entering another extensive spread of greens into Bandipur National Park, which is in Karnataka state. A minimal hassle checkpost will welcome you and then you can proceed. And as you can see, I am still following the beautiful art of nature drawn by the skies. And with each side populated in vegetation that may not be as dense as Mudumalai National Park, the orderly stretch is no less magnificent. Again, this is a drive through the national park, and we are not going deep into the forest, and which is not permitted to here. Bandipur National Park is part of quadruplets that create the Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve, totaling 2,183 square kilometers and making it the largest protected area in southern India and largest habitat of wild elephants in South Asia. As you drive through, you will be met with plenty of road bumps, a protection model for animal crossing from speeding vehicles. Bandipur National Park is tagged as one of the most beautiful in the well-managed national parks of India. It is situated amidst the picturesque surroundings of the towering Western Ghats Mountains on the Mysore-Ooty Highway in Karnataka. Bandipur National Park is scattered in area of about 874.2 square kilometers. It creates the India's biggest biosphere reserve, popularly known as the Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve. Bandipur also has a sizable number of tigers. This national park occupies a special place in India's efforts towards eco-conservation. Bandipur National Park is better known as a tiger reserve, established in 1974 under Project Tiger. According to news reports as of January 2021, the Bandipur Tiger Reserve has 2,500 elephants, 173 tigers and more than 300 leopards. Apart from these, the headcount of deer, bison and other animals have increased over the years. Now, giving you a bit of historical brief. The Maharaja of the Kingdom of Mysore created a sanctuary of 90 square kilometers in 1931 and named it as Venugopala Wildlife Park. The Bandipur Tiger Reserve was established under Project Tiger in 1973 by adding nearly 800 square kilometers to the Venugopala Wildlife Park. The park has a variety of naturally occurring community of flora and fauna including dry deciduous forests, moist deciduous forests and shrublands. The support system are the rivers which include Kabini River, Muyar River and the Nugu River. Later Bandipur National Park joined its hands with its other neighboring parks, the Nagarhole National Park, Madumalai National Park and Wayanad Wildlife Sanctuary together to form the essential part of Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve, making the area as the largest wildlife protected zone in South India. In February 2019, a massive forest fire was broken out at numerous places across the Bandipur National Park. The National Remote Sensing Center carried out detailed assessment of the total area affected by the fire, and it was estimated that around 11,000 acres of forest area was gutted in the accident. It was also spread to Mudumalai forest range in Tamil Nadu, causing damages to around 40 acres. Bandipur National Park brings a warm and comfortable climate throughout the year with a normal temperature range of 24 to 28 degrees Celsius to enjoy the tourists for a marvelous wildlife tour. Monsoon is erratic here, but it generally rains from June to September to bring more lushly varieties around the reserve areas. One can salubriously enjoy lodging and camping in the area while enjoying for the safari tours in Bandipur. The highest point in the park is on a hill called Himawad Gopalaswamy Betta, where there is a Hindu temple at the summit. Apart from its rich flora and fauna, the park is also home to some special bird life. Peafowl is among the most seen along with grey jungle fowl and drongos. Studies reveal that the park is home to over 200 species of birds. As for an overnight stay option, if you wish, the forest office here also provides accommodation at guest houses. These are basic facility guest houses, economical and ideal if you want to experience wilderness during the night, especially spotted deer and wild boars. There are many mid to high budget hotels and resorts too nearby if you have a heavy purse. And then there is always the shadow of the most famous and notorious bandit in over a generation, Veerappan. The park was one of his territories within the Nilgiris Biosphere Reserve during the late 80s and during the 1990s when he was at the height of his powers. So, it is obvious that when you drive through, even though he is gone, his presence seems to be there, which is slightly uncomfortable, but when you think that he was probably the only person who had spent more than 5,000 days and nights in the forests, you become curious and just try to imagine his thin frame and the signature mustache, walking and running around with his gun and goons. But now, the park which feared him more than the angry tusker or the tiger is glad to retain its natural pride. Peace and serenity are plenty, and the park is an example that nature can always reclaim its right. As we leave the wild part of Karnataka, with its pleasant and dangerous past, the feeling is pleasing, all is well that ends well. We are now exiting the national park, still chasing another chunk of clouds and greens. So, keep logging back in.